Why the hell do I do that to myself? Bobby Cardenas coming at you from Lancaster, California. Friday, July 6th. First day of quarterfinals of the World Cup. Oi! Oi, babe, what a day. Alright, I'm coming at you with my referee uniform on. My yellow card here, my red card there. My whistles. I got my whistle. Where are my whistles? Where am I? What? My whistle. Right here. Oi. And all my other accoutrements. Anyway, I want to point out some referee points of the World Cup so far, and then I'll come back and talk about the matches themselves, especially the matches we saw today. First and foremost, I have to point out, FIFA established laws of the game, not rules, as so many of the announcers keep referring to when they refer to Dr. Joe Matchnick as being an ex-referee and an expert on the rules of the game. Well, we have no rules. The laws. And we have advice to our referees about the laws of the game. There's so much more I could go into. But right now I want to talk about some key refereeing points. First and foremost, what I have always refereed under as far as my number one mantra is this. You can only call what you actually see, not what you think you saw, what you assumed happened, what could have happened. No, you call based on what you actually see and evaluate if this is what really happened and go by that. Meaning that if you're blocked, your vision is blocked, which can happen, and your assistant referees do not give you a signal either because maybe they were blocked or they were looking someplace else, and there's a play such as a ball crossing over the goal line or the touch line for a goal kick or a corner kick or a throw-in where you really can't tell that it happened, then you can't make the call. In other words, there was a play, for instance, in the Colombian-England match where there was a ball going over for a goal kick, or it looked like it was going to be a goal kick, but the Colombian player raced and slid and prevented the ball from going over for a corner kick, And it was on the line, the ball had not crossed over the whole line, and kicked it out for a throw-in instead. Well, the referee, USA referee Mark Geiger, unfortunately, called a corner kick. How can you physically, looking at the ball this way towards that goal line, tell whether that ball actually went over? And your assistant referee on that side would have been blocked by the goal, so he couldn't have told. So what you as a referee should do is let the play go on for what you really did see happen, and don't make that other call. Let's say the ball had gone over for a goal kick, but he says, no, it's a throw-in because of what transpired. He could honestly tell in his report afterwards, I could not see because of my angle. Therefore, I could not make that call. That's truthful. In the in the Mexican-Sweden game, Ochoa, the Mexican keeper, is going to try to grab the ball as it's exiting the area to the right side of him to try to keep it in the area. He grabs the ball just as it's over the line, just as the Swedish player is in line with him, and the other side is the referee. In other words, Ochoa is here, the Swedish player is here, and the referee happens to end up right there in line. And what happened? The referee called it for handling. He called Ochoa handling the ball outside the area. How the hell can you as a referee make that call when your vision is blocked? He assumed that Ochoa handled it because of the uproar of the crowd and everything, right? And the players getting all excited. You can't do that as a referee. Don't assume. Penalties. There have been some penalties called, rightfully so, especially with the use of VAR, video assistant referee. There have been some plays where they weren't called, that I personally think they should have been called. If you look at the play, you break it down, and none of the commentators actually take the time to really break things down and see everything about the play, everything the players do, to determine whether a foul was committed or not. And in the cases where they weren't, like in today's game with Neymar simulation against Belgium, should have been issued a yellow card, and he wasn't. There have been several examples of that. Okay, referees, officiate the matches properly. If you need any advice on these things, give me a buzz. And you commentators, when you're calling the match and the game, and you don't know what you're calling because you're saying that something was a handball when it really wasn't, especially since there's no terminology referred to as handball. It's called handling. Don't say things that confuse your audiences, because most of the audience out there are not informed about our laws of the game. Most of them. Some of them are, obviously, the fellow referees, players. To be honest with you, most of the players that are playing in the world, they don't even know all the laws of the game. They don't. Some of the referees, unfortunately, don't either, it appears, because of what I've seen. That's it. I got to go. I'll come back tomorrow, do another post. But today, the first match, Uruguay, missing one of their star strikers, Cavani, unfortunately could not take on France properly, and France beat them 2-0. But there should have been a penalty for Godin because of being grabbed by Giroud in the box. That wasn't viewed and wasn't looked at. Wrong. Bad. Brazil against Belgium lost 2-1. There was another contentious call where it appeared that Neymar may have been fouled for a PK by Fellaini, but no. Neymar kicked his foot out to try to hit Fellaini's leg, flopped over, pretended to, and nothing. And the referee didn't call the penalty, but he should have given him a friggin' yellow card, and he didn't. And there was another play where Kompany kicked Jesus, and he should have been, it wasn't called for penalty. That's it, I gotta go. Saying no to racism. I'm always saying, but say yes to water, because it's friggin' hotter than hell right now. And go USA! And the USA ladies are coming up with a tournament, and the men have some friendlies coming up. So we'll talk about that later. I'll see you guys. Oh, wait, go see Ant-Man coming out this weekend. My son Michael Cardenas has his first feature credit for special effects. The last group of special effects houses, I think it's called, what is it called? Oh, I got to remember what the hell it was called. His name is on the upper left corner, Michael Cardenas. Oh, I'm so proud. See you later.